Society tells us it's supposed to be the most important day of your life. But what if that perfect wedding is actually a mathematical disaster? A one-day party that can literally damage your finances for a decade? Let's get into it.
It's a pretty intense question, I know, but we have to ask it. We need to look past all the romance for a second and just focus on the raw numbers to see if that dream wedding is actually a financial nightmare in disguise.
Okay, the pressure for an Instagram perfect wedding, it is absolutely real. But today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to separate the emotion from the math and look at this thing as a purely financial decision.
To really understand the true cost here, we've got to talk about a hidden fee that I call the love tax. And listen, it's not just about the money you spend, it's about the future wealth you're giving up.
So, let's start with a hard number. In the United States, the average wedding costs a staggering $35,000. That is a huge amount of money for a single day.
And this is not just a Western thing, not at all. The pressure for that big fat Indian wedding often means couples are spending 25 lakhs or even more. They're starting their new life together, already deep in a financial hole.
Okay, this is the most important part right here. When you spend that money, poof, it's gone. But what's even worse is that you're losing out on all the compound interest it could have been earning for you. That is the real love tax.
Just look at the scale of this tax. It's insane. If you took that same $35,000 and just put it in a simple index fund, 30 years later, it could be worth over $350,000. That's 10 times the original amount. You're basically trading a fortune for a party.
And we're not just talking about numbers on a screen here. This kind of loss has very real-world consequences that can totally derail your biggest goals as a couple. Get this, here's one of the biggest hits. That wedding can delay you buying a home by 5 to 7 years. That's more than half a decade you're stuck paying rent instead of building your own equity. All for what? A 6-hour party? So, if the math is so incredibly clear, why on earth do we do this? Well, let's dig into the psychology. Turns out there are some really powerful forces pushing us to make these, frankly, irrational financial decisions. It's like this perfect storm of pressure, right? We're trying to signal our status to everyone. We've got pressure from our parents to invite every cousin and neighbor. We're all chasing that Instagram perfect illusion. And let's be honest, we're often spending a fortune to impress relatives we don't even talk to.
So let me just ask you this directly. A chocolate fountain that runs for 4 hours, or a fully funded education for your future child? I mean, when you frame it that way, the choice is pretty obvious, isn't it? Which one is a better foundation for a life together?
But here's the good news. There is a much, much smarter way to celebrate your love that doesn't involve sacrificing your entire financial future. It's all about shifting your mindset right from day one, from paying off invoices to building up assets.
So you've got two paths. The big wedding is high cost, is super high stress, and it's all for one day. The alternative? A micro wedding. It's intimate, it's personal, it's low cost, and most importantly, it frees up a ton of cash that you can then invest in your future together.
And the strategy here is actually super simple. Step 1, redefine what your perfect day even is. Maybe it's an amazing trip or a down payment on a house. Step 2, calculate how much you're saving. And step 3, and this is the crucial part, invest the difference immediately.
Look, let's just be real for a second. When you strip everything else away, this is the trade-off you are making. You are literally trading decades of potential financial freedom for just a few hours of validation from other people.
So here's what it all boils down to. You can start your life together by handing over all your savings to vendors and collecting a pile of invoices, or you can start your marriage with assets that are actually going to grow right alongside your love.
At the end of the day, the question is simple. What's actually better for your partnership in the long run? One perfect day for everyone else, or a lifetime of financial freedom for the two of you to enjoy together? The choice is yours.